we started Chain that in 2015. It was really focused on the promise of innovation using blockchain and distributed ledger technology. At that time, we saw the industry that was ready for transformation. We believed the emerging technology could solve some collaboration and coordination challenges in insurance and reinsurance space. But the significant shift came along as we realized that technology is only part of the story. We need a solution which is more practical, intuitive, and genuinely transforming operations. This is when the Exceedance partnership came along, which really set us up for building some cool, innovative platforms that really changed the dynamics for the insurance operations. So we built beyond policy administration, and we took our learnings of engineering some tech solutions into making it really simple for insurance operations to execute their work. And we built an accounting platform, which is another big milestone for us, which you will hear later on. Um, but personally, we build this brick by brick. I've been a COO for most part of the 10 years, but 2 years ago, I stepped into a CEO role. It's a huge milestone. Um, but stepping into CEO didn't feel different. It was natural evolution, and with the tremendous responsibility, it gave us a chance to really double down on a vision. We have had transformative partnerships last 10 years, be it Berkshire Hathaway and multinational programs, which is public information, or any other NGAs who are looking to start their own business. So we have covered breadth of the kind of landscape of different scale of the insurance organizations. They validated our solutions that we are solving the real problems at scale. It's heartening, right? But because going from a London-based startup to having supporting operations across US, Australia, and Canada shows how far we have come. So I'm pretty proud of what we have done. But we've always been true to our mission, right? We are here to make insurance technology platforms to unlock the business potential of the insurance organizations. This is what we said we're going to do it 10 years ago, and I think our still core purpose still remain the same. So yeah, the journey has been great, but I don't think it's ending. We got more tech engineering platforms to bring to life to make insurance processes better.
I think from the outset, we designed BIA's architecture specifically for these realities of insurance finance, where you need to support multi-entity structure, cross-border operations, and then you have fragmented upstream systems. So they are usually the norm, not the exception. So we had to design for these realities. BIA supports both logical and physical separation of tenants. We've got role-based access control with strict controls around data boundaries. And we have ledger level segregation, which means each party, whether it's a carrier, MGA, brokers, they can have independent accounts, currencies, and reporting structures. And this is the core of BIA. And when we designed it, we also took into account that we need to make this as a currency agnostic subledger, which means that we could have a unified accounting model across geographies. We could have configurable exchange rates and time bound processes for month end and year end closures. And finally, the upstream systems like policy admins, so we designed it to be modular. So we have a separate billing system and a separate accounting system, which means we can hook up to any outside policy admin system with both our billing and accounting, or if someone has their own billing system, they can integrate with our accounting system. So it's a very configurable connector framework behind it. So these are the kind of things that we have tried to kind of put in the BIA's architecture.
Well, the challenge hasn't changed in over 4 decades. It's the disconnect between the insurance when the insurance transactions happen, when they're recorded in systems, and when the actual money moves. Even today, we see major insurance companies relying on Excel spreadsheets for critical data, using emails as primary integration method and accepting monthly reconciliations that are off by 2 to 3% as good enough. It's the hidden costs that are staggering. You have finance departments with 20 people doing work that should require five, month-end processes that stretch beyond the end of the month, and millions in unallocated cash sitting unidentified. The underlying issue is that insurance companies still view financial operations as back office function, and they invest millions in actuarial models while running settlements on decades old systems. At BIA, we built our systems on the principle that precision isn't optional. It's close enough is simply lazy processing. We've eliminated manual account creation by letting the system generate accounts only when needed, preventing duplication. Through direct integration with policy admin systems, we capture transactions the moment a policy or an endorsement is bound, with payment plans automatically flowing through to generate accurate billing. Our transactions set maintains balance throughout the entire life cycle with real-time integrity checks, and they go on behind the scenes at all times. And every cash receipt updates the transaction status immediately, enabling automated settlement processing and accurate bordereau production. We've also implemented AI-powered data ingestion, and that automatically identifies and allocates as close to 100% of remittance information as is possible to get. If the AI can't confidently match a payment, it goes to a suspense account for review rather than forcing a bad match. This approach transforms financial operations from a reconciliation burden into a competitive advantage, where accuracy is automatic and month-end processes happen in hours, not days.
Yeah, beyond insurance accounting is really at an exciting stage, really. So what we are doing now is a market fitment test. We have a comprehensive approach with Praveen and Steve's leadership. We are actually testing different segments. We are talking to the brokers, insurers, MGAs, not just in the UK, but also in US and Australia, making sure that the platform can cope with the geographical nuances of jurisdictional needs, making sure the business model fits all aspects of the insurance from an accounting perspective. We also have roadmap. We have not we have got the minimum viable product first version come out, and we are getting a really good traction in the market. But we also have to make sure that the platform is fit for Lloyd's of London with the complex multi-currency needs and the associated treatment of the technical account transaction that comes along with it. But the market has its own unique complexities. Um, but importantly, when we're talking to different customers, we're talking to them about their pains that they have today. But we're not just asking them what's broken, right? We're also asking them what could be transformational. So, in other sense, the go-to-market strategy of Beyond Insurance Accounting is beyond just solving pains, but also creating enough gains which makes it interesting for the CFOs or the operational heads within the insurance organizations. I got to say, we have getting a really good vibe in the market, really encouraging. We're doing a big push in Australia next year in the first quarter. We now have a tool platform which completes the life cycle of the insurance policy into a point that we can now enable the insurance organizations to rethink their digital future. The feedback has been great. We're on right track. I think if you stay disciplined and making sure that we hit those milestones, then we've got a platform which is truly which is ready to scale and cater for different markets.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask any finance team, the biggest operational drain is actually the volume of unstructured and semi-structured data, which comes in various shapes and sizes. So you've got bank statements, you've got remittance advices, board rows, and different PAS system extracts. So what we did was we built the BIA's Gen AI assisted smart ingestion system, which has those parsing and extracting agents, which remove that manual burden from finance teams. So you don't now need to manually key in data or do manual formatting of those documents. So our ingestion engine uses LLM driven extraction and it infers the schema. So it gives us a clean accounting payload that is then sent further down to the downstream systems. The other, so in a sense, BIA does the heavy lifting now, which used to be done manually. The other part is the automated matching that we do through cache reconciliation. That also uses AI, which is a rule driven logic with AI helping in similarity scoring to find the right match. And that again is a big plus for finance teams as they don't need to do it manually. And then finally, exceptions are also surfaced intelligently. So we have a review process around it. So you always get an opportunity of what Gen AI does to have a human in the loop or do a manual review on it and then make changes if there are any corrections needed. So we see a big productivity gain overall for the finance teams with our platform using Gen AI behind the scenes.
Well, having worked across every part of the insurance value chain, especially in the Lloyd's market, I've learned that fighting the market's complexity is futile. Successful systems must embrace it. Our financial design principle acknowledges that every insurance transaction involves multiple organisations, each running different systems with their own version of the truth. Rather than forcing everyone into a rigid standard, BIA flexibly ingests data via AI, however it arrives, whether that's bordereau in various formats, bank statements, remittance advices, APs where available, or even email attachments. We've built what we call progressive settlement visibility, recognizing that each party legitimately views the same transaction differently. Brokers will see client premium, MGAs focus on commissions, and carriers track net premium. Our system lets each party see their relevant view while maintaining a complete unified audit trail that tracks payments from the insured through every intermediary to the ultimate risk carrier. We've designed for real world operations by assuming things will go wrong and building for rapid correction rather than trying to prevent every possible error. The system handles partial payment matches, allows small difference write-offs within defined tolerances, and enables commission adjustments without corrupting historical records. When material differences arise, they're immediately flagged while routine variations are automatically handled. Crucially, we recognise that no organisation will replace all their systems overnight, so BIA works as an intelligent layer that can coexist with legacy platforms, delivering immediate value even when handling just one part of the workflow initially. We have witnessed too many rip and replace projects fail. We've learned that successful transformation means meeting organisations where they actually are, not demanding they revolutionise everything at once.